And we are now getting in inputs that chaos continues at the Delhi airport. Over 300 flights have been delayed in Delhi due to the software glitch that ATC reported, and some may even be cancelled. IndiGo has issued an advisory after the snag in ATC system at the Delhi International Airport, and they have said the authorities are working to restore the system's functionality. So this is the latest that we are getting to know of. Remember, this snag has been reported since the very early morning today, and there have been several flights that have been impacted. My colleague Anvit is getting us that information that over 300 flights have been impacted as of right now, and some of those flights might end up even being cancelled. My colleague Anvit is now with us on the broadcast. Anvit, how are the airport authorities planning to just manage the situation and the fallout from that kind of situation? Because here we're talking about several of the passengers who might already be at the airport, probably would have connecting flights later. How do they plan to handle it?
This problem started early morning during the wee hours, and since then there was a huge number of passengers who had already reached Delhi airport. So there was a lot of chaos at the airport in the early hours, as hundreds of passengers were stranded. And when they reached the airport, only then they came across the fact that AMSS is not working. It is automatic messaging switching system which is down, and this is a system in ATC which they use for sharing flight plans with the other airports about airlines, about flights. So there are information like route information and information about a flight, information about the aircraft. These need to be shared with different airports where the flight route allows a plane to go. Now, because that system went down, the system was switched from automatic to manual. Now everything, this message switching system is being conducted manually, and that is the reason why, because of there's a limited strength in an ATC and the systems are all automated. Once you have to immediately switch it to manual, there are certain areas which cause this delay, and that is why this delay has happened. A lot of flights, the flights that are approaching Delhi, they are being asked to hover around or go around because the taxi stands and taxiways and parking stands are not available because of the crowd on ground. And same is happening for the flights that are scheduled to take off, because they are not being handled in time because of this messaging system that has fallen. So we spoke to officials in the AI, and they're saying their technical experts and best of their men are at it, and they're saying that soon we'll resolve it. However, till then they have said there's no threat as such. They have said that, just to explain it to layman, that is just a messaging service that is not working between the two airports when they share data regarding a particular flight. That is not working, so they have shifted it to manual. There's no threat as such, but they're saying that this also will be recovered soon, as their best of technical men are working on it. We have also spoken to some of the airlines. They have said that yes, early morning, because there's heavy rush at the airport, international flights are high in number during the early hours and also in the late evening hours. So early morning there was certainly rush. In the afternoon it eased down a bit. In the evening also they're expecting, because number of flights and international flights will increase around the wee hours, let's say from 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. So at that time again it is expected to rise a bit. But for now, international flights have not witnessed that high delay, cancellation. But yes, number of delays has increased because the backlog of flights delayed in the morning, that has continued till later in the day, and also is expected to go on till evening. So right now we were told that roughly about 100 flights were affected. Till now there are roughly around 300 to 350 flights affected, which might go beyond 500 figure if the problem persists and if number of flights continue to get delayed.
Right, Anvit, thank you so much for all of that information. We'll keep